This week we will talk about national and local women's movements, and then move into transnational. Based on our readings thus far, we have found that women's activism promotes action toward gender equality. Let's first take a look at the definition of a women's movement. A women's movement is a sum of campaigns using a variety of tactics, either disruptive or conventional, to change women's position in society. However, women's activism faces a number of challenges, including gender indoctrination, educational deprivation, political restraints and coercion, and a multitude of other factors. We also return to our discussion of the use of the word feminism, the feminist label. We know that many countries denote feminism with a negative connotation. Other vernacular, such as womanism, is used because for some international activists, they also view feminism as a distinctly Western point of view. Scholars point to three strands of women's movements that encompass women's rights advocacy, women's research and advocacy groups to raise public awareness, and non-governmental organizations that are used to mobilize women and provide services at a grassroots level. However, it should be noted that women's movements are influenced by local, regional, and national political, economic, and social conditions. The second topic that we will address today is transnational women's movements and networks. Setting aside country boundaries, transnational feminist networks are those that cross the boundaries of nations and who carry the core belief that women are entitled to the same rights as men. With a heritage dating back to 1888 in Geneva, Switzerland, American suffragists Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Lucretia Mott helped to organize the International Congress of Women. Other early women's rights organizations include the Women's International League for Peace and Freedom and the International Alliance for Women. The activities of transnational feminist networks encompass a wide variety of things, including the formation of coalitions, sharing strategies and research, collaborative lobbying, and advancing UN efforts to promote human rights and creating global networks to support specific gender equity struggles. As an outgrowth of the United Nations World Conference on Human Rights, the Vienna Declaration and Program of Action was formed, documenting 5 categories of women's rights abuses, including abuse within the family, war crimes against women, violation of women's bodily integrity, socioeconomic abuses, and political participation and persecution abuses. A significant women's right document that has been generated is known as CEDAW. This is the International Women's Bill of Rights. CEDAW stands for the Convention on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women. The bill calls for the incorporation of equality into legal systems, abolishing discriminatory laws towards women, and promoting the elimination of discrimination against women. The United States is the only democracy in the world which has not adopted CEDAW. There are many challenges to a women's human rights agenda, including moving from identifying abuses to holding people and political systems accountable for those abuses. The second challenge is incorporating women's human rights into the mainstream human rights agenda and creating an inclusive women's rights agenda. During this course, we have had the opportunity to explore global women's studies by examining women's status and power. We talked about reproductive rights, the role of women's work, global sustainability, women in positions of political power, and transnational feminist movements. As you move forward, I encourage you to contemplate international feminist movements and the actions that they take to enhance the quality of life for women across the globe. Thank you.